Hello and thank you for joining us on the Thursday edition of Journalist Hangout. I'm Benga Oreshegun. Today on the program, ICPC arrests, detains El-Rufai after his release by EFCC. President Tinubu strips NNPC of oil revenue deduction powers, orders direct remittance to FAC. And later on the show, INEC deploys 3,345 upgraded BVAS machines for FCT polls as police confirm deployment of DSS, Army and Navy personnel. Well, I'll be hanging out with Babajide Kolade, Otitoju and Majid Jami. Journalist Hangout starts right now. Now let's begin the conversation. Longevity in public service is rare, but when it is marched with excellence, it becomes historic. The Speaker of the Borno State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Abdul Karim Lawan, has etched his name into Nigeria's legislative history, marking 14 years in office as the longest-serving State Assembly Speaker in the country. His tenure, defined by a consistent commitment to democratic values, law and order, has earned him widespread respect across political circles. Colleagues and constituents alike describe his leadership as a benchmark for excellence in governance, one that has shaped the trajectory of the Borno State House of Assembly and set a standard for legislative service nationwide. Now let's share this story with you.
In a political environment where leadership turnover is often the norm, continuity in Borno's legislature has become its defining strength. For 14 consecutive years, the Speaker Abdul Karim Lawan has presided over the House with what colleagues describe as calm authority, strategic diplomacy, and an uncommon ability to build consensus. Under his watch, the House has passed about 186 bills into law spanning security, education, healthcare, and agriculture.
Bill for the School of Health, School of Nursing, I think it's too numerous to mention, but these bills for the civilian JTF, Borno State University, Borno State Teaching Hospital, Security Trust Fund, Education Trust Fund. That's the sum of the very important bits. We are going to do our work diligently, cooperation, with understanding one another. That is how I succeeded in cooperating with all honorable members to serve this House of Assembly.
Lawmakers say his leadership style is less about the sound of the gavel and more about the strength of dialogue, a trait they believe has fostered unity within the Assembly.
All those qualities you made mention of, he has it. Patient, unbiased, courageous, knowledgeable, carrying his peoples along, controlling the House.
In legislation, everybody feels he is equal with the Speaker. And for the Speaker to manage this caliber of people for 14 years is not easy. He has skills of communications during his work on personal relations. He is very resilient.
Observers say this rare blend of longevity, cooperation, and productivity has not only strengthened the Assembly's institutional credibility, but also reassured citizens that governance in the state is anchored on continuity rather than uncertainty. Jesse Tafida, TVC News, Maiduguri.
All right, thank you so much, Jesse Tafida. But let's talk about the Speaker, BKO 14 years. But how will you describe the leadership and stewardship of Honorable Abdul Karim Lawan as the Speaker of the Borno State House of Assembly?
No doubt about it. Right Honorable Abdul Karim Lawan needs to be studied. Studies as a course. Because it's not easy to be speaker for 14 years.
Yes.
People who had not even been speaker for a few years, they've had impeachment attempts and all that. But how he manages to, galvanize his colleagues is something that people really need to study. He's an extremely humble person, and it reflects even in the way he deals with his colleagues. And he has found a way to work in harmony with every person who has been governor in the state since Kashim Shettima's time. He was there when Kashim Shettima was governor. Now, Zulum is in his third year. In his sixth year or seventh year.
Okay, seventh.
Seventh year now. He's still the speaker. He's the longest serving speaker in Nigerian history, as far as I know. He's the longest serving speaker. Longer than his friend, the Speaker of Lagos State House.
Yeah, that's true.
Because Obasa came in 2015.
That's how many years now?
That's
Obasa is on his 11th year.
11, 11, okay, 11.
But broken.
Okay, broken, okay.
But this person has had 14 uninterrupted years. And he's also been chairman of Conference of Speakers, just like Obasa. He's been chairman of Conference of Speakers. I think he was even the one who handed over to Obasa before the young man in Oyo State.
The young man
mounted the saddle. So Abdul Karim is an exceptionally good person, and the House already recommended that the state government should name one of the tertiary institutions in the state in his honor. I believe that Governor Zulum will not hesitate to do that, because he's found in Abdul Karim Lawan a brother, a companion, and a workmate. They understand one another very well. And it's the same attitude. When Shettima was governor, it was the same cooperation that he gave him. And he has found a way to run a house where there is so much peace. You never hear of rancor, so he has the leadership qualities that way above his years. Because he's a young man, his leadership qualities show clearly that he has the wisdom of Solomon. And I wish him Godspeed. We don't know for how long we will be there, but
we wish him well.
He's done very well.
Majid, 14 years as a speaker, does this record set a precedent? Talk about stability.
Yeah, I was looking at his profile when I first saw the report about 3 days ago, and I went to dig in, and I discovered that he actually is serving his 19th year as a lawmaker.
19th year as a lawmaker?
He got there in 2007, so he was elected speaker 5 years later. So his 19th year as a lawmaker and 14 as a speaker, and that seat is a very hot one, and I think Obasa can tell you
the seat of the speaker,
especially. So he has. We can compare himself and Obasa. Obasa has been there since 1999.
Okay.
As a lawmaker. But
in 1999.
I think it's 1999. Yeah, he's been there since 1999. And so, or probably, no, sorry, 1999 or 2003. But I think 2003. He was in the local government arm between 1999 and 2003. But he got there 2003. So he has been
a councillor.
yeah, as a councillor. So now, for Lawan, it's a main feat. And from all indications, it still has like 1 more year to go, at least in this tenure. So it could actually hit 15 years, so to say. So kudos to him, how he's been able to manage those cold, quote and unquote, cold and hot heads. They call it
yeah, that's true.
Odigbe and Olitutu. Because you never can tell what will happen. But to be there for 14 years, a lot of considerations come into play.
Yes.
There are 3 senatorial districts. They want to balance power. I mean, where the governor comes from, where the deputy comes from, where the speaker comes from, which means he's been able to survive. Just like, so I'm now making comparison.
Yeah.
Lagos too, they balance that power between number 1, 2, 3, which is the governor, the deputy, and the speaker. So for him to consistently retain that number 3 position for 14 years, I think kudos to him. I think they should name a monument after him.
He's playing his politics right.
Yes.
He's playing his politics.
For him, like the street lingua here, it is plenty. For him, it's plenty.
All right, gentlemen, we wish him Godspeed.